All right, this is our video for Monday, April 13th for pre-cal. Today we're going to continue talking about matrices, and we're going to talk about what a determinant is and how to find that on a calculator. Kind of for the week, today is kind of your introduction to determinants and how to find on the calculator. Tuesday, we will talk about two uses of determinants. Wednesday, we'll talk about Cramer's rule, which is another use for determinants. On Thursday, we'll talk about cryptograms. And then on Friday, you will have a quiz over matrices and calculator, which will include last week's inverses, and then determinants and cryptograms from this week. As you may have noticed, I have posted the work for Monday through Thursday already. You can go ahead and complete that at any time. You just need to have it all completed by midnight on Thursday. And then on Friday, I'll get you a grade for your work for those days, as well as your quiz from last Friday. And then on Friday, I will open up the quiz over the matrices and the calculator. All right, so you should have your books open to page 528. And on that page, the first paragraph, it talks about what a determinant is. And it just says that every square matrix can be associated with a real number called its determinant. So a determinant is a real number. It is just simply a number that is associated with a matrix. Determinants have many uses, and several will be discussed in the next section. Historically, the use of determinants arose from special number patterns that occur when systems of linear equations are solved. And so there's a lot of pages in here about how to find determinants by hand, and we would have done that if we had been together. But determinants, again, it's someone studied number patterns and realized that you could find determinants of square matrices, and then you could use those determinants to do several different things. And tomorrow we're going to learn how to use determinants to find area of a triangle and how to determine if 3 points are collinear. Wednesday we're going to learn how to use determinants to solve systems. And so there are just lots of applications. And again, people usually say, well, how did they figure these out? Again, it's people a lot smarter than me that were able to look at patterns and see connections and come up with determinants and their applications. The notation for determinants, if you have matrix A, so a matrix usually has the brackets around it. If you want to talk about the determinant of A, you might see the word abbreviated to DET. Usually it's with a lowercase, and that's what we're going to use on the calculator. Or they make it look like the matrix is inside absolute value. So determinant, they'll have a DET in front of the capital A, or they'll have two straight lines down that kind of make it look like it's an absolute value. If you look at example 1 on page 529, they have 3 different 2x2 matrices, and I just kind of wanted you to look at the answers. You'll see that on part A, the determinant of matrix A, which was 2, negative 3, 1, 2, and they go through the way doing it by hand, and the determinant was 7. On part B, the determinant for matrix B was 0. On C, the determinant for matrix C was negative 3. So it's just a number, a real number. It could be a fraction. It can be positive. It can be negative. It can be the number 0. Now, we are going to use our calculator to work these problems. And so on part A of example 1, it says matrix A is 2, negative 3, 1, and 2. And we want to find the determinant of this matrix using our calculator. So we're going to take our calculator, and I'm going to go to the matrix area, And I need to clear out what I have in there left from last week. So I'm going to go second memory. I'm going to go to number 2. I'm going to go to number 5. And I'm going to delete the matrices that I had in there. So now I'm going to go back to matrix, edit. So the 2 by 2. And so I'm going to put in 2, -3, 1, and 2. All right, and now I want to find the determinant. So I'm going to go back to matrix. And this time we're going to arrow over to the math. So you're in the matrix feature, and you're going to arrow over to math. And when you do that, number 1 is determinant. So you're just going to hit enter or hit number 1, and then you need to go back and get matrix A. And so you want it to find the determinant of matrix A, and it is 7, just like the book said. All right, let's do one more. If you look on page 530 at example 2, we have matrix A is 0, 2, 1, 3, -1, 2, 4, 0, 1. So we want to find the determinant of matrix A. So I'm just going to go back to, second, I'll get there eventually, second matrix. I'm just going to put this in matrix B just so I don't have to go through, actually I'm going to put it in A. 3 by 3, and I've got 0, 2, 1, 3, -1, 2, 4, 0, 1. All right, just double checking. Now, if I hit second quit, I have it down as determinant A, so I can go through the process again, or I can just hit enter. I'm going to go through the process just so you make sure you know. So we go second matrix, go over to math, hit enter, go back to second matrix, number 1. I want the determinant of A, and the answer is 14. So it's that simple. You're just going to put it in the calculator and then write down your answer. And then tomorrow we're going to look at a couple of applications of determinants. The work that you're going to do is going to be in your book on page 533. I want you to work number 2, 6, 10, 34, 36, and 42. So that is your assignment for Monday.